everybody, Travis Justice inside the NewsRadio 1040 WHO studios. Of course, it is game day. It is CyHawk game day. We are now just 15 minutes away from the 70th showdown between Iowa and Iowa State. The Hawkeyes come into this game a 4-point favorite. It's expected to be low scoring. If you follow what they say in Vegas, which a lot of people do these days, you will find that this point total is 36.5. That is extremely low. Why is it that low? Well, the Iowa offense has not been able to score any points, and Iowa State has one hell of a defense as well. Last year's game finished as a 10-7 final, and so they're expecting another low-scoring game, and I wouldn't be shocked if you saw another 10-7, 14-10 type of matchup. Earlier today, I put up on the Soundoff Twitter, I guess now X page, what do you think Iowa will score 25 points? And 242 votes. This is about an hour I put it in. 71% of the people voting said, no way Iowa scores 25 points. Of course, that 25 point is just kind of a measuring stick for Brian Ferentz, but it's also a big one for today if you live in Iowa City or in Ames, because Jethro's, the sponsor of the Jethro's Barbecue Soundoff, is going big for this. If Iowa scores 25 points or more, the Iowa City Jethro's will get 25-cent wings for the entire week. If Iowa scores less than 25 points or 24 or below, the Ames Jethro's location will get 25-cent wings for the entire week. Iowa State, of course, snapped their losing streak against Iowa last year, winning 10-7. However, the Cyclones have not won in Ames, where today's game is being played, since 2011. Kirk Ferentz all-time against Iowa State is 13-10. However, he's won 10 of the last 14 matchups with the Cyclones. All eyes are going to be on both teams, of course. How does Iowa State go against what we would call maybe higher caliber competition in Iowa? They beat Northern Iowa last week 30-9. However, the offense not on the field that much, only 42 plays offensively, and only racked up 250 yards. The Iowa offense last week against Utah State was great in the first quarter. Cade McNamara, the new starting quarterback for the Hawks, was excellent in the first quarter. However, in the second, third, and fourth quarters, the Iowa offense basically became non-existent, which led people to start mumbling and grumbling a little bit more, and rightfully so. The Iowa offense has not been that productive the last couple of years, and people are worried about the offensive production of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Both these defenses are loaded. They don't give up many yards. They don't give up many points, which is why the low point total for this game. So you can listen to the game on NewsRadio 1040 WHO. If you're within a 70-mile radius of the Des Moines area, you can listen to it free on the iHeartRadio app. After that, 1040 WHO is going to be your best spot to find it. Now, after the game, after the Iowa post game, the Jethro's Barbecue Soundoff will be on from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock tonight. Join myself, Travis Justice, and Ross Peterson as we go and just take your phone calls for 3 straight hours. That's right, 3 straight hours of phone calls as we let you sound off about the CyHawk game, which I think is going to be a classic. I think it has the potential to be maybe a bit boring, but expect this one to go down to the fourth quarter. Other games that are being played, we're kind of monitoring that Nebraska game right now as the Huskers are getting beat by Colorado. Deion Sanders changing the game for every new coach taking over a program, basically saying you can win right away, as Colorado is poised to go to 2-0 on the season. And Coach Prime getting a lot of people's attention and what he's been able to do, overhauling an entire roster, and then winning his first 2 games as head coach at Colorado. So that's kind of interesting to watch. And the Iowa State game will be on right after that. So, again, the game will kick off at just after 2:30 on NewsRadio 1040 WHO. And then you can listen to the Jethro's Barbecue Soundoff after the game from 4 o'clock. Oh, I don't know why I have 4 o'clock stuck in my mind. Oh, I know why, because that's what we did last week. 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock. 284-1040, 515-284-1040 is the number to call. It's the CyHawk game. It is Iowa against Iowa State, the 70th meeting between these two teams. and it's coming up very, very shortly. We'll be back after the first quarter to give you our thoughts. Ross should be in studio by then. And then, of course, at halftime, after the third quarter, and immediately after the game. And then on the Jethro's Barbecue Soundoff from 7 until 10 o'clock tonight on News Radio 1040 WHO. We have some comments coming in. Let's see what Barb has to say. What did you say about how to listen if you're farther than 70 miles from Des Moines? If you can get News Radio 1040 WHO, that would be the way to do it. I believe you can also find it on the TuneIn app. It's out there. So if you're outside the 70-mile radius, try the TuneIn app, or if you can pull down News Radio 1040 WHO, I would try to do that. Chad says, dope threads. You like this? It's a customized Soundoff baseball jersey. I had this specially made, and I think it's pretty cool. It's all embroidered. Has my name on the back. Has the number 10 here and 40 on the back to go with the radio station 1040. See what I did there? I was trying to be a little bit creative. My wife didn't get it this morning. She goes, why do you have a 10 in the front and a 40 on the back? And I explained the News Radio 1040 WHO. So, Barb, I hope that answers the question about how you can listen to the game on the app. And, of course, I hope you listen to the Jethro's Barbecue Soundoff after the game from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock. Again, myself and Ross Peterson taking your phone calls. And don't forget about that Jethro's challenge. If Iowa scores 25 points or more, the Iowa City Jethro's gets 25-cent wings all week long. If the Cyclones can hold Iowa below 25 points, the Ames Jethro's location will get 25-cent wings all week long. For Ross Peterson, who's not here, I'm Travis Justice. We'll see you after the first quarter back here live on Facebook. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.